Hey everyone, it's me Remzi and welcome to my world, and today I'm gonna read you guys Jamaica. Look at these brown boys. You see that? Those are really great, really cool boys. Jamaica. Michael Capic. Contents. Welcome. The island of Jamaica sits in the part of the Atlantic Ocean called the Caribbean Sea. Caribbean Sea, yeah. That's the title. It is easy to spot Jamaica on a map. Find the island of Cuba. It looks like a big dolphin. Can you find the island that sits to the south? You have found the island of Jamaica. So over here, this is Cuba right here on the top, and this one is Jamaica right here. As you guys can see that. And that is Jamaica. Jamaica. Wet and wild. Jamaicans find water all across the island. Lots of rain falls in Jamaica each year. Rivers and creeks cut through the island. Many waterways plunge down slopes to waterfalls where kids love to splash. Crocodiles float in the water too. They swim to boats where people might feed the crocodiles snacks. But watch your toes, those teeth are sharp. Dunn's River Falls is a cool spot for tourists and locals. And the American crocodile lives in many Jamaican rivers. A small house perches in Jamaica's Blue Mountains. Across the island, sandy beaches spread around most of Jamaica. But in some spots, the Caribbean Sea meets high cliffs. Fishing boats steer into the ports on the island's coast. Flat plains separate the coast from Jamaica's mountain ranges. The Blue Mountains rise. The Blue Mountains rise on the eastern side of the island. Jamaica's tallest mountain, Blue Mountain Peak, pokes into the clouds in the west cockpit. Country has lots of hills and valleys. Warm weather. If you go to Jamaica, bring your shorts and t-shirts. Jamaica is a tropical climate. That means the weather is hot and humid, wet. Banana plants and the sun shines a lot in Jamaica. Map whiz quiz. Take a look at the map on page 5. Trace the outline of Jamaica onto a piece of paper. See if you can find the Blue Mountains. Color them blue. Can you find cockpit country? Color it green. Coconut palms love this weather. They blanket the island's mountains all year. When a wind blows into Jamaica from the mountain, Jamaicans call the wind the Dr. Breeze. It makes people feel better on hot days. Early days. This house once belonged to a slave owner. These days it is in a museum. For hundreds of years, only the Arawak Indians lived in Jamaica. Spaniards arrived in the 1500s and forced the Arawak to work in the fields. When many Arawak died, the Spaniards bought Africans to work as slaves in the 1600s. But the British took over Jamaica. They bought more people from Africa. Some slaves escaped. Many joined the Maroons, a group of former slaves who lived in Jamaica's hills and mountains. The Maroons fought against the slaveholders until 1834, when the British feed the slaves. Jamaica's flag has three colors. Green stands for Jamaica's farms, black stands for the country's past, yellow stands for sunshine. The Jamaicans. This woman has come to Jamaica to visit her friend long ago. His relatives were newcomers too. A favorite Jamaican saying is, out of many, one people. This is because the people who live on the island are proud to be Jamaicans. Most Jamaicans trace their families to Africa. Some have relatives from Europe or Asia. Lots of Jamaicans have relatives from 2 or more continents. So where do you think these Jamaican boys' relatives came from? Big city. Kingston, Jamaica's capital, rest of the southern coast near the Blue Mountains. About 1 out of 3 Jamaicans lived in the city. Huge ships arrive in the port. Taxis, buses, and people crowd the roads. On every corner, music blares from radios. Families live in brightly painted apartment houses that squeeze next to restaurants, churches, and shops. Pet pigs, cats, and dogs roam the streets. Roam from the streets. Imagine that. Kingston has many different neighborhoods. This one was busy. Family ties. A mother and her children relax in their backyard below. This aunt will help to raise her baby knees right. And Jamaica families are big. Moms and dads often have 3 or more kids. Aunts, uncles, grandmas, and grandpas usually live nearby. Family members like to help each other out. Moms are in charge of raising their kids, but grandmas and aunts pitch in. Lots of kids are taken care of by aunties who are not related. These aunties are good friends of the family. Shopping. Most Jamaican families live on the countryside of tiny farms that can grow yams, which are like potatoes, yeah. Breadfruit, a type of fruit, beans and other foods, yum. Farmers sell the extra food at open-air markets in towns. Some merchants spread their goods on the sidewalk. They set high prices. Shoppers bargain to get a good deal. This is part of the fun. Patios. English in Jamaica's official language. In school, kids speak English, but on the streets and at home, most Jamaicans speak on a kind of English called patiosi. Patiois sounds like English spoken with a Jamaican's accent. Here are some piteous expressions. Try them out on your friends. Can you understand you? Brunonos. Cool runnings. Nayam. Tenki. Beautiful. Greetings. Eat. Thank you. Celebrate. Jamaicans love to celebrate. Music festivals bring fans together. Famous musicians and beginners perform. Dancers wear crazy costumes for Jonkono, a festival that dates back to the days of slavery. Some celebrations mark religious holidays. Jonkono is a favorite Christmas tradition. To celebrate, folks wear masks and they dance, drum, and sing in village streets. The outfits are wild. One person wears a mixed up costume with the tusks of a wild boar, a sword, and a cow's tail. Other merrymakers might dress up like brides or devils. Getting there. What a bright purple or shiny red or zooms or crawls a bus in Jamaica. The buses might be early or late. Jamaicans riders squish on anyway. Other Jamaicans drift on rafts. Before you get on, take off your shoes. The rafts get pretty wet. Watch out for the rapids. Pirates. Long ago, pirates as such as two sails the Caribbean Sea. They stole treasure from other ships. Some even stole sailing ships from their victims. Where did pirates hide out? Jamica. These days, ships bring tourists and goods to the island instead of stealing treasure. Game time. Whack! A ball goes flying and the crowd goes wild. Fans are cheering, singing, dancing, and drumming. What is going on? You are at a cricket game in Jamaica. Cricket is a little bit like baseball. It is Jamaica's favorite team sport. Running is a popular activity too. Jamaican athletes have won Olympic medals for their speed. Jamaicans love to play dominoes. Youngsters and old folks alike can pit their wits against each other in this game. A young cricket player swings hard and an incoming ball. Jamaican kids start school when they turn 6 years old. They learn to read, to write, and do math. In class, students do not know and speak Patois. They speak English. Jamaican schools are crowded. Kids have to share books and desks. And in fact, so many kids to go to school that Jamaica holds 2 school days every day. Half of the students go to school in the morning and the other half go in the afternoon. A group of students gather in the classroom. In their classroom. Right here. And right here, you see all these people, classes right here? There. We're good. Let's see. All dressed up. It is so hot in Jamaica that a lot of kids wear swimsuits or shorts all year. On school days, students put on tidy uniforms. Girls wear skirts or jumpers. Boys dress in pants and matching jackets. Jamaican kids wear clean white shirts under the uniforms. Most grown-ups do not wear uniforms. Jamaican men usually wear pants and shirts. Women choose comfortable dresses. This woman's pale kerchief will keep her head cool in the hot sun. Left, a man wears a floppy hat called a tam. Below, art. Jamaican artists carve beautiful wooden sculptures of people and nature scenes. Others use bright paints to make small pictures or huge murals, large paintings on walls or on ceilings. Many Jamaican artists like their work to reflect their African heritage, but they also like to show that they are Jamaicans. You might find Jamaican paintings for the sale on the street or hanging in one of the country's museums. The poetry. Jamaicans love to watch poets perform. Some dub poets tell old Jamaican folk tales. And I see. Some dub poets tell stories about Anansi, a magic spider. He tricks other animals who brag or who think that they are more clever than he is. Anansi stories came to Jamaica from Africa with the slaves. Wow. So this is the spider, how it looks like. Others receive new poems about hard times or happy events. These poets speak in pathos. With its strong rhythms, dub poetry is a little bit like rap music. Some dub poets have music playing in the background. Huge crowds come to watch dub poets perform. They do not just watch. The fans shout, clap, and drum all along the poet. Reggae beat. Put together musicians banging drums, strumming electric guitars, and singing songs. Within the pathos, this is a reggae Jamaica's favorite kind of music. Bob Marley was Jamaica's most famous reggae performer. The house where he once lived has been made into a popular museum. A statue of the singer greets visitors outside. Fans across the world love this Jamaican music. It is like rock and roll with an island flavor. Most reggae songs are about peace, love, or cooperation. Faith. Most Jamaicans are Christians. The Spanish and British slave owners shared their religion with their African slaves. Many Jamaicans follow religions with African roots. Some folks combine belief them some systems. Alright guys, so make sure to hit like on this video because that is part 1. Hope you guys subscribe for part 2, and I'll see you guys in the next one.